You're here with Abby and Ian playing some nostalgic video games. As a couple, we're working our way through Pokémon Leaf Green. We're on episode 4, somehow. It feels like we only just started playing, but this will mark the hour-and-a-half to 2-hour section of our gameplay, which is pretty fun. And we just got through the Mount Moon Tunnel, and I guess we're gonna go fight some people, probably.
We're off. We're off to
Yeah.
collect this. Contains a roar. You will notice we are now waving at you from the bottom right-hand corner.
We keep moving.
Yeah, we're pretty new with the whole... What's down here? Just that patch of grass.
We figured out how to stream the video game we're playing, but to have our faces also on screen, which we think makes it more fun to watch, we weren't sure how that works, so we're just trying stuff out. So feel free to comment down below which corner you like the best that we cover with our faces.
Yes. Apparently, when we looked at the last episode, we were covering a lot of the opponent's Pokemon. So, hopefully you got the idea from the what you could see. Actually, it reminds me of in the original Pokemon show.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah, right between advertising breaks, they would show you the silhouette of a Pokemon. Now, this is back when there was 150, so it wasn't as...
Can we not do the gym?
I think we have to... Well, yeah, I guess we can do the gym, but... Oh, I didn't do Gary's voice. Here, let me see what you caught, Abtini. Let's see what you caught. This is our second battle with Gary. He is angry. He's put down his tea towel.
Purple pants.
I love his pants.
They look like MC Hammer pants.
Send a Pidgeotto. Oh boy, here we go. Quick attack. Ice Beam is an amazing move. I think it is my favorite move because there are just so many Pokemon that are either flying or grass. It's very, very common. It's also super effective against ground for some reason. Because you know when the ground, I guess like glaciers defeated ground type essence. Alright, Bulbasaur also doesn't love the Ice Beam. Very nice. Alright.
It does make me happy that compared to our Fire Red run through, you're killing stuff much faster because you're actually attacking them.
Wow. Wow. I thought we left that behind us in Fire Red, but apparently her vengeance is unquenched and unquenchable, even with a mighty surf.
It is true. Unquenchable vengeance. 'Tis I.
Well, that's fair. Oh, what does Gary have to say? Take it easy. You won already. Here, have me doubloons. I keep them in me pouch. Guess what? I went to Bill's and got him to show me his rare Pokemon. That added a lot of pages to my Pokedex. After all, Bill's world famous as a Pokemaniac.
Does he actually have multiple Pokemon to show you? Because I feel like he only has an Eevee to show you.
I think he shows us none. He invented the Pokemon storage system on his PC too. Since you're using his system, you should go and thank him. Well, I'd better get rolling. Smell you later. I think there's a case to be made that Gary is actually a really nice guy. Like, he's very considerate. He's like, you should go thank him. Oh, yeah, right. I feel sorry for you. No, really. You're always plodding along behind me like you had a peg leg. So here, I give you a little present as a favor. A little booty. The fame checker.
Can we use it immediately to see what it does?
Absolutely we can. A chatty gossip like you. That thing's perfect. I don't need it because I don't give a hoot about the other pirates. Alright, this time I really am sailing away. By Gary.
Your words are better than Gary's words.
Thank you. We have to immediately go see what the fame checker does because I don't think I've ever used it. It is described as the device that enables it to recall what you've heard and seen about famous people. Well, I guess Bill's famous in this universe. Let's use it. Oh, look at these famous people. Who do you want to know about?
I want to know about Misty.
Why is Gary... I guess Gary's who we heard the rumor from. Misty, we heard the rumor from a gym sign. Brock is from Brock and that man.
Wait, click on that. I want to see.
Who is Daisy?
I thought Daisy was Gary's sister.
Oh my god. Okay, who do you want, Brock?
Brock.
What does this person do?
Rock solid. That's funny.
Favorite kind of Pokemon? My rock hard willpower is evident even my Pokemon. They're all rock hard. Okay.
That's what he said in the gym.
They're all rock type. Yeah, I think... Oh, okay, so it's just quotes.
And then the other guy was in the Mount Moon, and he said he sometimes mined with rock.
Oh my goodness. This must be the mysteries they warned us about. Okay, sure. Well, why don't we level up a little bit? Because Misty is strong. And we have to go fight Bill anyway.
Gotcha.
Alright, beat all 5 trainers.
What are the fabulous prizes?
I don't know. So we hope the camera where it is now will only cover up the PP of the moves we're going to use. I think we can water gun this fellow. We're getting strong enough.
Nice. Sorry, I lost my voice for a second there.
So you're just going to have to guess how much PP we have left. Let's just say there is a lot. But you can see our moves. You can see Weedle for the first time. Perfect 4K or whatever quality.
Yeah, that's what you want to look at your Weedles in. Perfect 4K.
Yeah, so I think Gary is actually a nice guy. Remember at the very beginning, he showed us where the town map was through reverse psychology. He didn't take too much umbrage that we picked first. He probably let us win the first battle, let's be honest.
Can you lose the first battle?
I think you could. I think you could with the right... I don't know, actually. Good stuff. They're British. Very good. Now they're not British. I'm not well known for my accents. I'm serious. No, I'm second. Now I'm serious. Alright. Last Alley. That's like Abby.
It's close. Different letter, though.
Alright, Pidgey. How do you feel about a water gun straight to the beak?
So, I think we've talked about the Pokedex for this game. What's your favorite Pokemon in this Pokedex? And why?
In this Pokedex? Well, let's exclude legendaries because I already have said I quite like Articuno. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. And now we've been sweet-scented.
Oh no, not the perfume.
This doesn't matter. But I applaud Oddish for doing it. Just in case we were trying to raise our evasiveness, it was lowered. So let's exclude legendaries because Abby and I sometimes talk about if Pokemon and the real world merged. Or let's put it this way, like there are a lot of animes, Abby, that we sometimes see on like, what is it, Prime Video or whatever?
Crunchyroll, yeah.
Crunchyroll. And basically the plot is a normal young person just wakes up or is transported to an alternate world where magic or some game is the true
reality.
Physics of the world. And so we think it'd be great if some designer at Nintendo made that like a game or a show or a book or something. Because I think a lot of people have thought about it, especially our generation, Abby.
Oh yeah.
And so when we say what Pokemon do we really like, I always put myself in that scenario, like if we wake up like spread eagle on the ground because we just fell like into the world of Pokemon and we had like an egg beside us. Oh, apparently Ekans doesn't worry about water very much. So what Pokemon would we want? Excluding legendaries because legendaries can't have eggs.
True. Normally I'd say Togepi, but apparently he's the next generation. And the first of the next generation. I'm still mad. I'm salty.
You are very upset. So in this generation, I mean, the problem is if you say a really cool Pokemon, someone's going to say you think pretty highly of yourself because the inference is it's almost like a spirit animal. Whenever you ask someone what their spirit animal is, if they pick something really powerful or elegant like an eagle or a lion, it's not very... First of all, it's not very original. And second of all, it could be seen as egotistical. So, but I mean, there are probably apps that will tell you what Pokemon you are based on your answers.
Yeah, but they probably make them all cool Pokemon, so people want to use the app.
Yeah, very true. Okay, well, let me think a bit. I mean, my reflex is I'd like to wake up, I'd like the egg to be an Abra. I think Alakazam is just really cool. But again, that's sort of like...
I don't know if it's good enough to warrant you being conceited, because Abra itself is kind of like the Magikarp of the mammals.
Yeah, very true. I think... Well, Alakazam is very, very strong. So I think a lot of people would pick that. And case in point, we're actually very close to the patch of grass where Abra spawns.
Not that you've memorized it.
This is, Team Rocket. Team Rocket has a voice too. We're a group of professional criminals specializing in Pokemon. Wanna join? Are you sure, see? Come on, Spud, join us.
Spud?
I'm telling you to join, see? Okay, Copper, you need convincing. I'll make you an offer you can't refuse, right?
Again, Niantic, I would love... You don't even have to make a new game. You can recycle the same game. Just make it so we're part of Team Rocket. Just give us a game where we are Team Rocket, trying to do Team Rocket-y stuff. Just to mix it up a little bit. Just give us something. Come on.
Yeah, fair enough.
Anything.
Well, let's think. I think maybe the easiest way to do this, Abby, is let's decide what type of Pokemon you and I would associate with.
I'd be a fire type.
Okay, why would you be a fire type?
In any video game I play, I always want to be the fire mage. Like, it's always just been sort of my thing. And I think we've had the discussion before that I like a lot of different kinds of Pokemon, but mostly they end up being fire type Pokemon. There's something satisfying about, like, fireball to the face, you know?
True, and actually, Abby, since we are a couple, allegedly, there is no evidence.
We've been married 3 times. Divorced 0 times. So my theory is... Oh. You didn't read his...
Oh, no, I didn't. Let's talk to him again. With your ability, you've become a top leader in Team Rocket. Come to think of the opportunity. Don't let this chance go to waste, see?
I like that you saw the Pokeball and I meant to yell at you.
It contains Attract.
But yeah,
Let's go use Attract on this guy.
We always joke that if we got divorced, we'd have to divorce 3 times in order to avoid our marriage, because we've been married so many times.
That's right. And just because we've had many ceremonies.
Yeah.
Is the best way of...
Legally married 1 time, symbolically married 3 times?
Yes, well, 2 additional times, for sure. So what I'm getting at, Abby, is to answer your question, it's probably the only way to get the best answer is, since people are not good judges of themselves, is to ask someone who is willing to be honest and impartial, but who knows the person well. So you said fire. I will agree with you. If you had asked me that question, I would have said fire. And the reason I say that is because when you think about $1,000,
that's pretty good.
That hiker has been saving up.
I feel bad that we stole it.
Local trainers come here to practice and to lose their money.
So you would say I'm a fire type.
That's right. Let's look at the types. Well, no, let's take it back. Take it a step back. Let's look at Abby's personality. You have probably noticed, Pokefans, that she is very optimistic, and she likes to laugh. She likes to have fun.
I like snacks. It does not have anything to do with fire. I just like snacks.
Okay, she likes snacks. And actually, fire is a very hungry element, if you think about it. Consuming the flame of all the Pokemon types is the most consuming, I would argue.
Yeah, if you watch any of our Dancing with Damage playlist, there are many references to my bakery and the fact I just want to make and eat snacks.
Yeah. And she is pretty warm. Not to me, but to the pets.
That's so mean.
See if she laughed at the end of that. She's like, "You're so mean." Ha ha. So, we're going to bite this Slowpoke. Slowpoke is a psychic type, and so doesn't like to get bit.
I don't think anyone should like to get bitten.
No, indeed. So, those attributes do correlate very strongly, I think, generally with the fire type. Like, can you think of another one that's... I mean, you could say grass, because grass, I don't know, grows in the sunlight, but not so much. I think she's definitely would be a fire type. Okay, so that narrows it down. There are not that many fire types in Pokemon Fire Red. By the way, we're fighting an Onix. It is a moist Onix. It is a gone Onix. It's turned to the dust.
Yeah, because if you asked me what type you would be, I would, if it was all Pokemon, I would say like Riolu. That's the one I always associate with you, but it's clearly not in the original 151.
That is very high praise. Riolu is very cool, but I think it's better if we first look at my core attributes. But let's finish with you. Let's finish with you, Abby.
Oh.
And you at home, if you have someone in your life, do this with them. even if they don't know what Pokemon is, that will even make it more fun for them.
Or for you.
Or for you. So, yeah, and like, you know, you could think someone like Abby might be Dragon, because Dragon's like very vivacious and, you know, strong-willed. But I think Dragon is less uplifting and kind of less positive. You could think maybe Flying type, because they're kind of airy and full of whimsy, you could say.
I have so much whimsy.
But Abby can get mad and very scary. And fire is like that too. You know, if it's in control, it's nice. It's sort of crackly and happy. But if it goes on a rampage, you got to batten down the hatches.
When have I ever actually been that angry though?
One time.
One time. Oh, I remember. I know exactly what you're going to say, because I think it's
One
the only
time,
example you have.
I had a steak sandwich.
No, that is not true. His mom is this gorgeous Italian lady, and she has so many amazing skills, and one of them is baking and cooking. She is like a god of food. And she made from scratch these baguettes, and she cooked this delicious, very expensive, beautiful steak perfectly. And she got this expensive cheese and the best lettuce, and she made me a steak sandwich. And I covet her steak sandwiches so much. They might be like a death row food item. We talk about that sometimes. Yeah. You know, if you had like a last meal, a death row food item, it's very dark. But it's up there. And Ian, what did you do?
I took a bite out of it.
He took my sandwich. He walked over like it was his house, which it was, and he started eating my sandwich. So what did I do?
Can't remember if we were married or just were living together back then. I can't recall.
We were married pretty fast.
Yeah, to be honest, we probably were married. But in any event, so...
We were married...
Abby got this look in her eye. This possessed look. Her eyes were wide, but they reflected no light.
We were married 8 months after we met. There we go.
And I had the sandwich in my mouth, and a little piece of steak was not yet in the mouth because I had taken a big bite. And Abby launched herself. She's not as tall as I am.
I'm about a foot shorter than he is.
But she, with great ferocity, launched herself in the air, reckless for her own safety, so that her claws were at my mouth, and she wrenched the steak from my mouth where it was trying to be eaten.
I took back my sandwich.
And she snarled.
I did.
This horrible sound, this inhuman, guttural sound.
He ate my sandwich. It's so mean.
And then, having reclaimed the sandwich and some of the steak I was trying to eat, defended it, held it like Gollum holding the ring behind its back, snarling, teeth bared, and said something to the effect of, my sandwich, you took my sandwich. Like, I think she was sort of coming to out of the blood rage.
There was a limited amount of sandwich, okay? It's not like I could just make another one of these sandwiches. His mom only made so much bread. I only had so much steak. I only had so much of this expensive cheese we could not independently afford to buy. This was a choice sandwich, okay? This was a treat. This was... Like, I never want to go to fancy restaurants or do expensive things or have expensive things, but good food your mom makes, oh, I'll fight you for it, apparently.
Right. My friend is funny cute Pokemon. I'm so jealous. We should mention what's going on in the game from time to time, although I guess everyone can see, but Last Haley would like to battle, and she comes to the table with...
Oddish.
A Radish. So, you tell me, Poke fans, is that a flying type? Nay. A flying type would be like, oh, it is all right. We're all brothers and sisters, or whatever. Not Abby. She went right for the steak. So, I think for those reasons, she would be classified as a fire type. Now, this doesn't leave us with too many options in the first generation. We have, of course, Charmander and its evolutions. Mm-hmm. We have Ninetales or Vulpix and Growlithe and their evolutions. Mm-hmm. We have Flareon. Mm-hmm. Also, Pidgeot's critical hit. You've done very well to this day. Now,
this is a weird question. So, Flareon is not a legendary, but because of how scarce Eevees are in the game, I always kind of considered them legendary Pokemon. I don't know, like, obviously they're not, but the Eeveelutions, I always sort of mentally held at a tier above regular Pokemon. Maybe that's just an opinion thing. Sound off in the comments how you feel about various evolutions.
If you were asking me, I would say because you can breed it and have an infinitesimal amount of them, and you're guaranteed to get one. What's his voice going to be? Who is he?
It's Bill.
I know, but like,
I don't.
What's his essence?
Just maybe.
He's He's like a rich kind of like.
Oh, isn't he a cowboy?
Oh yeah, Cowboy Bill. Shoot, what does a cowboy sound like? Well, howdy. I'm not a Pokemon. No, I'm not. Call me Bill. I'm a true blue Pokemaniac. And what's with that skeptical look, partner? I'm not joshing you, lady. I screwed up an experiment and got myself combined with a Pokemon. So how about it? Here, help me out. Wait till I get inside the teleporter. When I do go to my trusty horse and run the cell separation system. Sometimes I have to help Bill with his dialogue. He doesn't know he's a cowboy. But
in the end, he does. Remember, he had some weird cowboyish phrases after we decided he was a cowboy?
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's like it knew.
Yeah, or we just had a memory from a different time. Okay, I like how the camera shifts around.
That was great.
Look at him. Just look at him standing there. What a great shirt. And are those green shoes?
No, they're brown. Ian's colorblind.
Darn it. Yeehaw! Oh yeah, yeehaw! Thanks, lady. I owe you one. So you come down to see my Pokemon collection? You didn't. That's a bummer. I've kind of gone just like a southern drawl, but just go with it. I've got to thank you. Oh, here. Maybe this'll do.
Yay!
Free cruise, baby.
Yeah.
That cruise ship, SS Anne, is in Vermilion City. I hear there's lots of trainers on board. It'll be a real hullabaloo. They invited me to their shindig, but I can't stand fancy dues. Why don't you go instead of me to that barn burner? Go on, have a good time. I don't know what that means. So, yeah, this will flare around, let's say. Magmar.
Is that in this generation?
Yes, it is.
Oh. For some reason, I thought it was in the next one, but what do I know?
Magmar. That's a suspicious character. We'll get to you later, sir. And, well, of course, there's Moltres, but if we exclude legendaries, we do not have Moltres.
And which is the fire dog, Entei?
Yes, Entei, but that's not in this gen.
I know, I was just trying to remember which dog it was.
Oh, actually, a while ago, I saw that Meowth had an item. Let's not...
Oh, yeah. So Meowth can find items randomly, which is amazing. And we didn't know that until a couple weeks ago when we started playing Pokemon Red. So it's kind of fun.
You definitely learn a lot. All right, we're going into the water gym. We're fighting a swimmer, Luis. He's doing the butterfly.
I feel like there should be an O in that name. But...
Yes, there is. We actually have nothing that's super effective. We're just going to surf to win, baby. It's not super effective, but it's enough. Now remember, Pokefans, we picked a Rash Squirtle, and I bet you that extra 10% special attack, which water is, helped us get that KO, because right now we shouldn't be... I mean, our level obviously helps, but I don't know. There's people who can calculate those things. I can't. This can't be. It can.
It might.
It must be. So, are we missing anything? Can you think of other fire types that I'm missing?
I'd have to get my Pokemon manual out.
Okay. Well, let's assume those are them. Now, Arcanine, the dog Pokemon, is a very loud, sort of bulky, large, imposing Pokemon. I don't think that's going to be you. Oh, Water Sport. What does this do? Fire's power was weakened. Point of order, Goldeen. You're a water type. Fire's power was already weakened. But that's okay.
Just let Goldeen have it, you know? Clearly she's having a rough day.
Yeah, that's fair. Wartortle is... Look at that. Special attack 55 is our highest.
They assumed you would get Charizard. And to be fair, we did.
We did. You're just one playthrough too late. Okay, Misty's voice.
Hi, you're a new face. Only those trainers who have a policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you catch and train Pokemon? My policy is an all-out offensive with Water-type Pokemon. Me too, but Fire-type. I like you, Misty. She's a ginger in the show, but she looks Okay, she looks more ginger here, but her little avatar in the game looks very blonde. I'm confused by her hair.
We're just gonna surf. I like how she's on a podium. Podiums normally have first, second, and third place.
She's just number one.
Her podium has one spot, and it's her, and it's number one.
She's like, no one else counts. No one else is allowed on this podium.
Alright, so Surf has been very good, but we're gonna start using Bite because
We are kind of tanky.
we are tanky, and Starmie doesn't know what to do. Starmie is just 2-star use that
Are hugging.
are hugging, piggybacking.
That's so cute.
It's very cute. Swift. Not swift enough, good sir. So, I don't think Arcanine. Flareon is pretty cute, and so that might work. So we'll leave that there for now. I don't think Charizard either. Charizard is kind of obnoxious in the show. Oh, sorry, Abby.
That includes even outsiders like you got in trades.
No.
Oh, I guess we got to level 30.
We're not the outsiders. Traded Pokemons are the outsiders. You called us outsiders. We're insiders.
Oh, that includes even outsiders you got in trade.
Yikes.
I'm adding words. There's more. You can now use cut anytime, even out of battle.
Sweet.
You can cut down small trees to open new pathways. You can also have my favorite TN. I misread that. I almost said you can also have my foot. Don't ask me why. We misread things in very weird ways sometimes. TN teaches water pulse. Use it on a quarter Pokemon.
Sweet.
And we should read the sign when we leave
Oh, of course.
to add it to our fame checker.
Oh, yeah. We want to really...
In case we ever use that. The tomboyish mermaid. Alright, so Flareon is a maybe, Arcanine is out.
Yes, I would say. And then Magmar and Charizard, they're just like too obnoxious. Vulpix is a definite maybe. So I would say it's between... Now, Ninetales does have a very lovely tail. And sort of like a peacock, the mammal, peacock mammal. But maybe it's a bit pretentious. So I think Flareon
Cute.
is the Pokemon you would get from the original 150. What do you think of this?
I'm not against it. I would have wanted Vulpix,
Yeah,
but Flareon is a fair choice. Also a cool Pokemon, so I can't be mad.
there you go. So we're just going to pick up a few items with the money we've stolen.
I think my bias is that, ironically, of all the evolutions, I think my favorite is Espeon or, gosh, I'm trying to remember all their names. Vaporeon.
Oh, Vaporeon's
Yes.
very cool.
I was thinking Vaporeon, and I was like, that's not a word.
Vaporeon. Not good. You need to lay off the vapes, my friend.
Yeah, it's not healthy. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Okay.
Don't do
some
it.
more repels because they're great. We are kitted up for the next adventure.
So I guess next time we see you, we're going to be heading to the SS Anne.
Yes, and also figuring out what Pokemon of the original 150 I might have an egg of in the alternate Pokemon universe.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. Maybe we'll do different generations and find out which one we are in each gen. I will bring my Pokemon book next time.
All right, thanks for tuning in, folks. See you next time.
Have a great day.